Coco the Bunny sat quietly inside her warm, dry burrow. Outside, the rain fell in gentle sheets, tapping against the leaves and earth. She nibbled on a clover, safe and snug, but then came a low rumble, and her ears twitched, drooping against her head. Thunder! Coco never liked thunder. Just as she tried to settle again, a tiny sound reached her ears. A faint, high-pitched cry. It wasn't thunder. It was something. Someone. A mew. Sad and small, Coco froze. Her nose twitched. She tilted her head, listening. There it was again, a desperate, lost mew drifting in with the rain. Nervously, she hopped to the entrance of her burrow and peeked out. Cold raindrops splashed against her fur. She looked left, then right. The forest looked big, dark, and wet. Still, that sound tugged at her heart. Taking a deep breath, Coco stepped into the rain. She looked so small beneath the towering trees and falling droplets. Her ears drooped, her body low, but she followed the cry. Not far from her burrow, beneath a large red and white mushroom, huddled a tiny ginger kitten. He was soaked to the bone, shivering and crying. His eyes were wide with fear and filled with tears. Coco peeked through a fern and saw him. Compassion bloomed in her eyes, but before she could move, a flash of lightning split the sky. Thunder cracked loud and sudden. Coco dropped to the ground in fear, trembling all over. Her instinct screamed to run back home, but the kitten's terrified cry pulled her attention. He curled tighter, mewing louder. In that moment, something changed in Coco. Her fear gave way to resolve. She scurried off and found a large plant with broad, sturdy leaves. She tugged and pulled until one leaf came free. Holding it carefully over her head like an umbrella, she made her way back to the kitten. Gently, she lowered the leaf over him, sheltering him from the rain. The crying softened. The kitten peeked up, wide-eyed, and saw Coco's kind face. He gave a small, grateful mew and nuzzled against her. Together, they set off through the rainy forest. Coco held the leaf high, shielding them both. The path was wet and muddy, but they moved forward. The kitten stayed close, dry, and comforted under his green umbrella. Soon, a warm golden light appeared through the trees. A cozy house sat nestled in a garden, with a little cat house near the porch. The kitten perked up and meowed excitedly. They reached the cat house just as the door swung open. Out rushed a beautiful adult ginger cat, his mother. Her eyes widened in relief as she saw her kitten. He ran into her, and she immediately began grooming and purring, full of joy. Then she noticed Coco. The little bunny still held the drooping leaf, watching quietly. The mother cat stepped forward and gave Coco a slow, gentle blink, a gesture of deep trust and thanks. She leaned in and softly nuzzled Coco's head. The rain had stopped. Clouds parted above the forest, revealing a glowing rainbow. Coco turned and hopped back toward her burrow. She no longer trembled. Her steps were light, proud. At her door, she paused and looked back at the sky, a small smile on her face. She had faced her fear and helped someone find their way home.